Hi. Thanks for being interested. In creating you anew, a new creation. One not limited to the thoughts of the mind of man in the past. I welcome you. I'm Theodore Cottingham with the School of Creation. And I welcome you. Thank you for your interest. I have live streamed daily for a long time. There are many videos available to you where I have taught in this school that at different times I named it different things. But for now, it's the School of Creation because we're creating a new creation, and everyone who comes into this school shares a similar quest to have the heart to create you anew, to experience something that we've missed, that we've not known, that we've not been taught or told about. So we're coming together now as students in a shared quest to create together not the living God, but the living Word, a living organism, a living consciousness, a shared consciousness. Not just a shared belief system that leaves us in isolation. So this is something new. This is the School of Creation for you to create a new creation. That you, with the process that you begin to see with your own eyes, that you can do. And it's not like any other school. It's not like normal. But if you're in this school, you're not seeking normal. Normal doesn't produce leaders. And if you're interested in this school and you're ready to enroll, you can enroll. And I'm going to share in this video how to enroll and what it means and what it costs. Time, effort, and money. Hours each day. Learning. Shedding a lot of thoughts of the past. Are you willing to create a new you? A unique you. One where you are no longer wearing all of the thoughts of everybody else that have put their thoughts, their mind, their conformity, their compliance, their willingness to submit and surrender their power onto you to do the same. You're coming out. If you're in this school, guts. Yeah, it takes guts. Bravery, courage. Let me turn the heater down. You see, it's all different. I am not trying to be something I am not. There is no faculty but me. And there are a few students, a handful maybe, in various stages. But see, it's no longer I started to say permissible. You see, you do what you want. You choose what you want. You become what you want. You're creating what you want. But we can no longer be a school creating. The school of creation, in the school and creating us at the same time with a shared quest, creating a shared consciousness to share together where we begin to help each other come together in a paradigm of power, not of isolation, not one where you're all a bunch of silos walking around on 2 feet with your experiences, feelings, and expertise, your hurts and wounds, your desires, your dreams, all in isolation, sometimes coming together in a brick and mortar classroom, maybe knowing a few people, often not knowing anyone, not really having friends, coming together. Learning? But what are you learning? Okay, there's an increasing emphasis on teams in recent decades, collaborating, even across physical spaces and countries, using technology. But if you want to go where I want to go, then I invite you to find out. Where do I want to go? I want to go where no man has gone. I want to do all the things that Jesus did because John 14:12 says, I, you, we can. Jesus said, if you believe in me, you can do the things I do. But we haven't known. We haven't been taught. If anything, we've been taught to worship, to be a spectator, to sit on a pew, to sit on the sideline, and to let whoever we think is authorized to lead us because they have a theology degree. Oh, they are ordained. Oh, they're special right. They have a franchise on the fivefold ministry. Come now. Let us no longer be believers, limited to believership. If you're interested in the school, then I imagine you are if you're listening to this video. You're at least open to something, a unique way to enroll in a unique school that produces a product that you create, you as becoming the new creation, because you learn. You learn the model, you learn the pattern, you learn the path. No, you walk the path. See, this is the difference in this school. So you may as well begin learning how this school works before you even enroll or as you enroll, because this school doesn't work like any other school. Because this is the school that as you begin to learn to operate in this school, even to learn to apply, to enroll, you begin to see the uniqueness. And should you begin to feel something, feel what? Feel love? Freedom? You might find you have an energy that you, in fact, can interact with in a way that no one has taught you how. And the only way for you to learn to interact with this energy is for you to begin doing it. The energy of what? The energy of the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, energeia, some kind of whatever you want to call it. Not limited to Earth, not limited to protons, neutrons, electrons, electricity, magnetism. It's not dipolar and a limited duality. Okay, let's get to the enrollment form. I know some of you listening have listened and shared with me moments, both of joy, maybe of trepidation in listening to what I share. It's not comfortable always to learn new things. And especially when you start learning new things that seem to preempt the old ways that we've been comfortable in. So discomfort arises, fear arises. The accuser of the brethren, the lion in the streets, the great Satan, or whatever, arises to say, who do you think you are? You can't do this. You can't make it in this school. This guy is a quack, a nut, heretic, blasphemer, antichrist. But see, in this school, if you're in this school and you're creating a new creation that's you begin to realize those words that may come at you and be assailed to pierce your armor, your flesh, your mind, your consciousness, don't have any power over you, because you're no longer giving your power to other people's words. You are no longer creating their creation as you, walking according to what they tell you to live. You're coming out of the flesh, coming out of an alliance, an agreement to subservient make yourself to all their rules. The enrollment form. How the school works. Welcome. It's not easy. It's rigorous. And scholasticity, scholarship, is valued. Writing style is valued. Collaboration is essential. And if you want to maintain what many may have as what I'll call the level of your fear, and you want to continue to nurture your comfort in your fear because it's predictable and it's what you've always known, you can do so. But you can't do so here in the school, because you come here to unladen yourself, to disrobe the mantle of authority that other people have put on you to be subject to theirs. So this is me. I'm a common, ordinary guy, Theodore Cottingham in Eureka Springs, Arkansas for the moment, not knowing where I go or live next. I know I'm not stuck here, and I'm not stuck in these words, and I'm not stuck in any method. I have sought to know me. I have sought to be me. And when you really know you, if you're willing to do what it takes, it's not easy to become the real you and wear your life, wear your word, because your word is so covered over with thousands of people's ignorance, where they have portrayed as an authority what you should do, what you should be, what you should believe, how you should act, what you should wear. The school of creation is where you come to create and learn to create your creation that's you. Is that clear? And if you're ready to create a new learning system, you begin to enter it. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be opened unto you. And why should I allude to that? Because I value a lot of very diverse writings. And I have written the Messianic Covenant. I didn't know that's what I was doing. I'm not sure I even called it the Messianic Covenant until sometime earlier this calendar year. I call it Database 1. I had no idea how all this would have evolved, but I began channeling 21 years ago. And this body of material, as I began to channel, began to teach me. And I've taught multiple times about how I have channeled and how I came into channeling and how I learned to learn the system. And if you don't know that, I invite you to go back and begin studying the lessons where I've taught just like this, especially in recent months, especially this calendar year, especially because it's all accelerating and it's becoming more exciting. And you are being called to the head of the table. You can't stay reclusive in this school. It's a school where you learn to work together, create together. So there are new tools involved and there are new resources. The creation of this school comes forth as a creation through the words of the Meonics Covenant. Database 1, the first 2,400 lessons that I channeled. And this body of material, Database 1, the Meonics Covenant, is online and searchable. And it's at the heart of the school, the heart of the curriculum, the heart of how the school operates to create and operationalize your new creation of you, where you're no longer dependent upon somebody else and you're not powerless and you're not always seeking another job to have a favorable review and get a 5 cents an hour raise or some such. So we're coming into a different operating system, a different way of life, a different system of education, and we're doing it together. And I don't have all the answers. I'm not the ultimate authority for you. You are. So it's what you can see and it's what you begin to feel. It's what you begin to come to and how you begin to respond. Are you willing to come as a little child into a leadership program to begin to lead you so that you begin to lead in ways you never imagined that you could or should? I pray so. Not to another. I pray to you. So this body of material, in a nutshell, that is available online, you can search it. Where do you find it? This body of material that you can search, the Meonics Covenant. You can go to the school website, my name, TheodoreCottingham.com. You'll see a menu icon at the top, the Meonics Covenant. You can click on that. At this time, it'll redirect you to a website where you can search the Meonics Covenant. And the way you enroll in this school, if you want to really enroll, if you want to be a student, there are several things you follow through with. You begin to search the Meonics Covenant, and you begin to dig out the information to learn how to create your unique enrollment form. It's not a one size fits all. Nothing in this school about one size fits all. Unique, unique, unique. You're the unique you. You're an original. Don't live your life as a copy. So within the framework of the Meonics covenant is not only the 2,400 lessons, it's our curriculum basis. It's our starting point from which we begin to learn a new learning system. And you may as well learn and begin right now if you want to enroll in the school, if you're interested, if you're considering it. Begin to search. You search in database 1 for enrollment form, how to enroll. Enroll. Does that have one L or two? Well, when you search, are you searching for one or two? You may spell it with two, but he, she may spell it differently than you. Some countries spell enrollment with one L and some countries with two. So just be aware of the eccentricities of the language. So when you begin searching on enrollment, you begin to see the search results. And the search results gives you hyperlinks to the different lessons where that word is used. You click on it and you read to find out how to make your enrollment form and what should be in it. This is a creative process. I'm not treating you like you're in the 3rd grade. This is the school of creation, and there are requirements. And it all can be really enjoyable. And if it's all torture, then maybe it's not your time. Maybe you're not ready. Maybe this is not your school. But see, if you're attracted to my teaching, if you're attracted to me, I know it's not me in the flesh. You may feel my love for you. And love begins to feel love. You begin to feel love in these words of database 1. And you begin to search. It's an odd thing. You make your own enrollment form. Some enrollment forms will have a whole lot of information that other ones won't have. You create the enrollment form. You create it. You write it. Write it with your own hand. You type it out. You print it. And you mail it to me. I'd like to read it. I won't always do this, but see, we're creating a school. A school that creates leaders. I'm asking you to lead into a realm you may have never thought possible for you. Whether you have 3 doctorates or whether you have a GED or whether you don't even have a certificate of completing any school. You see, I'm asking you to begin seeking the real you. The you that needs not clothes. Not dependent upon somebody else's knowledge. Not even dependent on words. Or will words come as you begin to interact at the table of one, at your desk, No matter what your desk looks like, this is what my desk looks like, the desk that I am actually sitting at. So I have this little itty bitty tiny tripod holding my phone, live streaming into YouTube. I have this tablet beside of me, this little ring light. I have the windows in front of me. And this is my little desk, 20 by 36 or whatever, I don't know. But whatever your desk is, a table, a desk, a room, a classroom. But this is the school of creation so that you are no longer limited to you in your own isolated consciousness, where you begin increasingly to become aware of your power to break out of the crust, the encrustalization, how everybody wants to form you in their image. Husbands, wives, sons, daughters, parents, employers. This is where you can let your creativity out and begin to flow with each other and be valued. This is a school of creation. So what have I said? The way to enroll. You go to database 1, the Meonics Covenant, and begin to search on enrollment form. You open those documents. You begin to read. And you will begin to learn a new learning system. Some of the diction and grammar will be familiar, and much of it won't. A lot of double entendres. A lot of double negatives. All sorts of metaphors with endless questions for you to answer as you go along, for you to put things together. And this is how the school works. Search an enrollment form. There aren't all that many lessons. I mean, this is not something to take you months and months. Depends on you. Search an enrollment form. See what it says and what information should be there, and create yours and mail it to me. Snail mail, if you will, if you can. Why? This is the office. It takes effort. It takes effort to find a stamp, an envelope, print it out. Date it and sign it, doesn't it? Old school, old paradigm. This may not always be the case. But in the beginning, let there be light. Let there be your word that begins where your composition is what you compose by what you see being said, for you to open up your gate, your flow of original words that you are creating. So what do you think should be in the enrollment form? Well, let me ask you this. If you have a school, if you create a school at your desk, no matter what your desk looks like, at the table of one, where you begin to live stream, you begin to share your experiences, your blog, your life story, your path, begin to share with others, and you make a little course, and people begin to enroll. What information would you want? Include in your enrollment form the information that you would want as you start your school, because you may have one. A product of this school may be that you have a school too. The Betty Sue School of Creation. May happen, just saying. So mail it to me. And if that's impossible, I'm not unreasonable. Communicate. You see, what's the bottom line? Initiate. Begin to initiate. Begin to think outside of the box. The box you have been limited to all of your life, no matter whether it's your stinking life or your affluent, beautiful, happy, content life. No matter how happy you think you are. If you're in the school, you're creating something new. And there's a cost. There's a cost in time, effort, energy, dollars. So if you enroll, what do you get? What do you want? You want your own copy of the Meonics Covenant? I hope so. 2,400 text documents. They don't take up much space. So I can send you a link and you can download a zip file. And if you don't understand how to extract and utilize those files to put them on your computer, I can send you a link to download them, not using a zip file. But that's where my technical support ends. The rest is up to you. How you put them on your computer, what you search them with. I created websites in the past that had all of this on it. All sorts of instructions. But life is not always as you expect it. Change occurs. People change. Technology changes. Websites change. And here we are, talking together about the uniqueness of how this school operates and the uniqueness of you. Because I choose to value your uniqueness. And if you don't have the knowledge to deal with putting all of the Meonics Covenant on your own device so that you can search it easier, it doesn't eliminate you. It's still online. And eventually, I hope it will be on the school website. But at the moment, it's where it is, and we use it as it is because that's what we have. Pardon me. So, we begin to value each other's uniqueness. So if you mail me that, I'll read it while I can, while I'm here in Eureka, while the school is creating itself, the shared consciousness of the students in this school, all unlimiting each other, sharing, teaching each other. Technical skills, how to search, how to link, how to map, how to lessonate. Oh my gosh, what a new term. How do you learn to lessonate? In the school, lessonating is required. What the hell is it? Look it up. Look it up where? In the Meonics Covenant. The words of the Meonics Covenant were channeled And to this day, they are unedited. And they should never be edited. They are in their original form as I wrote them, as I spoke them. And that's why the diction and grammar is so different and varies tremendously. There are times in certain lessons you'll find no capitalization at all in the whole document. Sometimes no punctuation. But not a lot of them. But they're there for a purpose. And you will see, and if you seek, you will find what you're looking for. What are we looking for? The way of love? To be love. To do John 14:12. To become John 3:8. Look them up. So if you want to enroll, create your enrollment form and mail it to me. And if you can't mail it to me, snail mail. If you don't have that ability, email it to me. Theodore Eureka at gmail.com. A lot of people are willing to learn that I don't think are willing to create. They're willing to learn if they're led in a predictable manner, if they feel safe because they think they take refuge in someone else's credentials, someone else's authority. And we so often so willingly submit our authority, our ability, our innate power, we submit to other people to tell us how to do, become the limited us in the school. The quest to take the limits off, to love each other, to understand the greater message, not for a greater good, but a new beginning. And if you want to enroll, you can subscribe to the monthly membership. In this present world, in the molecular world, a revenue model is needed to exist, to grow, to print books, pay for internet, have a campus, travel. We won't always need an airline to travel or a car. We won't always need language to communicate. We're coming into a consciousness that doesn't preclude it or preempt it. But doesn't preempt its use, because we're becoming people of light who are seamless beings of light in our shoes who look like us, who don't torment each other anymore, nor let our mind torment us either. We grow a new consciousness. We plug into the light. We tap into the light. We become the light. Because of the light beings we are. And our molecular eyes will no more taunt us or limit us, nor teach us otherwise. I love you. So thank you for your interest in this school. I invite you to share. I invite you to create. I invite you to subscribe to the student membership program and commit to this school. Commit to a new learning system, a new season in your life. I invite you to become intimate with the Meonics covenant. Why? To release yours. You see, the curriculum in this school facilitates you learning to release your word and create your word and create entry into a realm that does not limit you. And you begin by your word. You begin with this enrollment form. You begin looking in database 1 for the first course. The first course is Enter Me 101. Enter what? The consciousness of a new creation. That's what you're forming. Enter the consciousness of creation itself. Source consciousness. The acronym SC, SE, I mentioned yesterday, where we begin to not just contact God or consciousness or source. We begin to flow it and interact with it at our table, our desk, and begin to learn to be more than a vessel for someone else's opinions. Seminars, webinars. You don't know my plans yet. You don't know what next semester holds. Or the next course. What's after Enter Me 101? Or how many papers you write, or what the assignments are in the first course. I'm inviting you to create and be a part of creation. Creation not only of the school, but the creation of you, recreating you. And this is how this school works. And if you have questions, write me. I have given you my email address, and my snail mail address is Box 34, Eureka Springs, Arkansas, USA, for now. I'm not asking everybody to lead because there's a lot of people I don't want to lead. If you don't lead with love, if you don't have love, if you don't become love, I invite you to move out of the way and let people lead of original love, who see the value, the kind, the tender, the nurturing, and womb it, to birth it, to become it, the newborn, the new creation, And this is what I'm about. And this is what I'm doing. I don't have all the answers. I'm not your God, your Savior. I'm asking you to figure it out. You have the information. You have my teaching for years, actually, online, but especially valuable coming to these recent months. You have database 1. And you have you, your unique mind, your unique power. You have the uniqueness of your love. Now connect it. Connect with other people who care accordingly, care about the values that we share. No longer competing for a grade or just trying to pass a course. There are no grades here, and there are no tests as such, like we're used to, because we don't operate that way. The quest here in the school is becoming, sharing, collaborating, creating in ways yet that you probably haven't imagined that you have the power to do, be a part of, and create when you begin to take your seat at your table, where you begin to accept the call, the commission, the invitation to sit in your chair at the table of one, the table of creation, the desk of creation, and begin picking up your pen of creation, using the words of creation, words that do not form you in the image of other people, nor seeking a God to serve, but being who you really are. Now, I've said much, and if it seems all discombobulated, I'll get better. I'll get better. I'll be more articulate the next time. What did I say? So I say I've spoken now. This recording is 48 minutes long. What did I say? Are you willing to listen to it more than once? Are you listening? Will you listen to all of it to make sure you hear all of it carefully, not listening to it while you watch TV or cook supper? Or can you do both? Or what are you willing to do? What are you intent on getting from it? Will you create you? Will you create your new enrollment form? Will you not delay? Will you make it 1 page, 4 pages? Make it complete for you. Sharing it what you want to share. Who are you writing it for? You. And be happy with it when you're done. And share. I look forward to receiving it. My name's Theodore Cottingham in Eureka Springs with the School of Creation, School of Joy, Light, Love, and Peace, the school of the unlimited, infinite you, the school that no one can control because it brings forth from within you the learning system that releases you to learn by creating the system itself, because you've never been separate from the power of life itself, the power of creation. Joy this day in the unlimited one in your mirror. I love you all. Questions? You can leave comments on this YouTube video. And you can email me Theodore Eureka at gmail.com. And I'm at Box 34, Eureka Springs, Arkansas, USA for now. Explore the website. Begin searching. Find Database 1, the Meonics Covenant. Begin searching. And be not a fool for anyone else. Do not deliver yourself to the accuser and sit under their dominion any longer. Be the original you. And let's create. I'm sure, I'm confident. Many of you will have suggestions. Suggestions about what? Suggestions about what the next step is. For me, for you, for the school, for where I do a seminar, for where, what, behold, you're not a cog of a wheel in a giant transaction machine in the school. You're creating. I'm listening. Create with me. And be adorned by love. And in perfect love, there is no fear. I love you. I go now. Thank you. Share this video. Transcribe it. Summarize it. Present a paper about it. Write a paper. You choose. Walk into your chair, the chair of creation, the chair of one at the table of one, to begin operating in your authority, to begin birthing anew your leadership, to be the new you, the unlimited you, that harbors no grudge, no guilt, no remorse, no regret. Let all of that stuff slide off of you as you are becoming the perfection of light, a new creation. I love you. Thank you again. You're invited to enroll this way and be a complete member, student. Complete, full-fledged. You can choose your term. I invite you to subscribe to the email list on my website, because I am increasingly, I plan to share some articles, not religious, but about how to operate out of the box. You may call them just business articles. You see, truth is truth, no matter what you call it, no matter how you label it. And the truth of love will now no longer be controlled by the past. I love you. Create with me and create you to be the new you of your original consciousness. All light and perfect love. Good day. Theodore Eureka at gmail.com, TheodoreCottingham.com. I love you. Good day. See ya.